Did you know that over 90% of Americans are missing crucial nutrients that could help them live to 100? What's even more shocking is that most doctors won't tell you about the 7 specific vegetables that could dramatically increase your lifespan, keep your mind razor sharp, and help you stay strong and independent well into your 90s. These aren't just ordinary vegetables. They're powerful medicines that can literally add decades of healthy, vibrant living to your life. But only if you start consuming them daily before it's too late. Let me tell you about Howard, a 78-year-old retired engineer from Michigan. 3 years ago, his doctors delivered devastating news. Severe cardiovascular disease had damaged his heart, his blood tests showed prediabetes, and his cognitive assessment revealed early signs of decline. They told him he would likely need full-time care within just a few years. Howard was devastated, facing the prospect of losing his independence and becoming a burden to his family. But then, something remarkable happened. While visiting his 98-year-old cousin who still lived independently, Howard learned about these 7 powerful vegetables recommended by Dr. Samuel Thompson, a 96-year-old physician who still sees patients daily. Desperate to maintain his freedom, Howard committed to eating these vegetables every single day, without exception. 6 months later, his doctors were astonished when his follow-up tests showed dramatic improvements. His blood pressure had normalized, his prediabetes had reversed, and his cognitive tests were better than they'd been in a decade. Today, at 83, Howard is more active than he was at 70, still lives independently, and even teaches a weekly tennis class at his community center. Could these same vegetables transform your health too? Let me show you exactly what they are and how to incorporate them into your daily life before it's too late. Vegetable 1. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, arugula. Is your brain actually aging faster simply because you're missing one critical vegetable in your diet? The answer might terrify you because research shows your cognitive decline could be accelerating right now due to this simple nutritional gap. Harvard Medical School researchers have discovered that people who eat leafy greens daily have brains that function like people 11 years younger than their actual age. Dr. Elizabeth Carson, lead researcher in neurodegenerative diseases, explains, the combination of vitamin K, lutein, folate, and beta-carotene in leafy greens directly protects neurons from damage and promotes the growth of new neural connections. Our longitudinal studies show that individuals who consume just 1 cup of leafy greens daily experience 53% less cognitive decline compared to those who rarely eat them. Take Beatrice, a 72-year-old retired librarian from Oregon. She began noticing alarming memory lapses, forgetting appointments, losing her train of thought mid-sentence, and having trouble recalling the names of books she'd read dozens of times. Her neurologist suggested medication, but her daughter convinced her to try adding leafy greens to her diet first. Beatrice was skeptical, but desperate. She started blending spinach into her morning smoothie and having large salads for lunch. Within just 6 weeks, she noticed she could recall names more easily. After 3 months, her memory had improved so dramatically that her friends started asking what medication she was taking. Her neurologist was stunned by her improved cognitive test scores and asked what she'd been doing differently. Just spinach and kale, she told him, watching his jaw drop in amazement. Here's what you must do today. Add just 1 cup of leafy greens daily to your diet. If you don't enjoy the taste, blend them into a fruit smoothie. The sweetness masks the flavor while you still get all the brain-saving benefits. If you prefer cooked vegetables, sauté them with olive oil and garlic for maximum nutrient absorption and flavor. Don't wait until your memory starts failing to take action. Your brain needs these nutrients right now to protect against damage that might already be occurring. Can you really afford to wait even 1 more day to protect your mind? Vegetable 2. Cruciferous vegetables. Broccoli, Brussels sprouts. Did you know your body might be full of cancer-causing compounds right now that one specific vegetable family can neutralize? Every day you don't consume these vegetables, you're missing a critical opportunity to protect yourself from one of the deadliest threats to your longevity. Oncologists at MD Anderson Cancer Center identify cruciferous vegetables as containing sulforaphane, a compound that triggers your body's natural cancer-fighting mechanisms. Dr. Robert Wilson, Director of Preventative Oncology, warns, after age 60, the body's ability to eliminate carcinogenic compounds decreases by up to 40%. Cruciferous vegetables are unique because they contain precursors that activate phase 2 detoxification enzymes, essentially turning on your body's internal cancer-fighting machinery. Without these compounds, cancer cells may multiply unchecked. Consider Vincent, a 77-year-old retired police officer from Florida. During a routine screening, doctors found multiple concerning polyps and abnormal cell growth. His oncologist warned him that his risk of developing colorectal cancer within 5 years was extremely high. Desperate to avoid cancer after watching his brother suffer through treatment, Vincent researched natural interventions. He began eating broccoli, cauliflower, or Brussels sprouts daily without fail. Just 8 months later, his follow-up screening showed something that left his doctor speechless. Not only had no new polyps formed, but the abnormal cell patterns had normalized. His physician actually called colleagues into the room to review the results because they were so unusual. "Whatever you're doing, keep it up," his doctor advised. Today, 5 years later, Vincent remains cancer-free and helps run a community garden, teaching others about the power of cruciferous vegetables. The solution is simple, but requires immediate action. Consume 1–2 cups of broccoli, cauliflower, or Brussels sprouts daily. For maximum benefit, lightly steam them rather than boiling, which preserves up to 5 times more of the cancer-fighting compounds. Add a sprinkle of mustard powder, which contains an enzyme that helps activate the sulforaphane. Don't put this off thinking you're safe. By the time cancer is detected, it's often been growing for years. Start protecting yourself today with this simple addition to your meals. Isn't your life worth this small dietary change? Vegetable 3, colorful bell peppers. Are your cells aging twice as fast as they should because you're missing a crucial protective nutrient? The cellular damage happening inside your body right now could be rapidly accelerating your aging process, making you look and feel older with each passing day. Researchers at Tufts University discovered that vitamin C from natural food sources is far more effective at preventing cellular oxidative damage than supplements. Dr. Jennifer Hayes, a specialist in aging and cellular regeneration, explains, bell peppers contain a complex matrix of vitamin C, flavonoids, and carotenoids that work synergistically to protect cells from damage that accelerates aging. Our studies show that consuming whole food sources of these nutrients reduces cellular age markers by up to 56%, while synthetic supplements showed minimal effect. Consider Gladys, a 75-year-old retired nurse from Arizona. Despite taking various supplements, she noticed her skin becoming rapidly more wrinkled, her joints increasingly painful, and her energy levels plummeting. Frustrated by her deteriorating condition despite doing everything right, she consulted a nutritionist who suggested replacing her vitamin C supplement with fresh bell peppers daily. Though skeptical, she made the switch. Within just 4 weeks, she noticed her skin looked more hydrated and her joint pain had decreased significantly. After 3 months, friends started asking if she'd had cosmetic work done because her skin looked so much healthier. Her energy had rebounded so dramatically that she resumed her daily walks and even joined a yoga class. "I never believed a simple vegetable could do what expensive supplements couldn't," she admitted. "Here's what you need to do immediately. Eat 1-2 of a red, yellow, or orange bell pepper daily. Red peppers contain the highest levels of antioxidants, with yellow and orange close behind. Green peppers, while beneficial, have significantly lower levels. Enjoy them raw as a snack with hummus. Add them to omelets or slice them into salads. For optimal absorption, pair them with a small amount of healthy fat like olive oil or avocado. Don't rely on supplements that research shows are largely ineffective. Your cells need the complete matrix of nutrients that only whole bell peppers provide. Your cellular health is deteriorating right now if you're not protecting it. How much longer will you let this damage continue? Vegetable 4, purple vegetables. Eggplant, purple cabbage. Is your brain silently deteriorating because you're not eating enough of this specific color of vegetable? Most people don't realize that the pigment that gives these vegetables their distinctive hue is the exact compound your aging brain desperately needs. Neuroscientists at Johns Hopkins have found that anthocyanins in purple vegetables specifically protect brain cells from age-related damage. Dr. Michael Thompson, neurological researcher, states, "The blood-brain barrier becomes more permeable as we age, allowing more toxins to reach brain tissue. The anthocyanins in purple vegetables are unique because they can cross this barrier and provide direct protection to neurons." Our research shows that individuals with high anthocyanin intake have 34% lower rates of age-related cognitive decline and significantly reduced markers of neuroinflammation. Take Chester, a 79-year-old retired accountant from Pennsylvania. He began experiencing frightening memory gaps and confusion that interfered with his daily activities. His wife would find him staring at the coffee maker, unable to remember how to use it. His doctor suggested he might need memory care within a year. Chester's daughter, a nutritional biochemist, urged him to add purple cabbage, eggplant, and blueberries to his daily diet. Within just 2 months, his thinking became notably clearer. After 6 months, he could again manage household finances and remember details from conversations days earlier. At his next cognitive assessment, his doctor was astounded by his improvement. "Most people with your initial scores show continuous decline," the doctor told him. "Instead, you've reversed the trend. What are you doing differently?" The solution is simple but critical. Add 1/4 cup of purple vegetables daily to your diet. Thinly sliced purple cabbage can be added to salads or sandwiches. Roasted eggplant makes a delicious side dish, or can be pureed into a dip. Even purple potatoes or purple cauliflower count toward this goal. For maximum benefit, eat some raw purple vegetables, as cooking reduces anthocyanin content by about 30%. Don't wait until you're struggling to find words or forgetting important details. By then, significant brain damage may have already occurred. Start protecting your neural tissue today. Isn't your mind worth protecting with this simple dietary addition? Vegetable 5, root vegetables, beets, sweet potatoes. Is your heart working harder than it should because you're missing this blood flow boosting vegetable? Your cardiovascular system could be aging prematurely due to a simple nutritional deficiency that's easy to correct. Cardiologists at Cleveland Clinic have found that natural nitrates in root vegetables can reduce blood pressure as effectively as some medications. Dr. Sarah Rodriguez, cardiovascular researcher, explains, "The nitrates in beets and certain other root vegetables convert to nitric oxide in the body, which relaxes blood vessels and improves blood flow. Our studies show that regular consumption reduces systolic blood pressure by an average of 8 points in individuals over 65, comparable to many prescription medications but without the side effects." Consider Loretta, a 68-year-old former teacher from Wisconsin. Despite taking 3 different blood pressure medications, her readings remained dangerously high, putting her at severe risk for stroke or heart attack. The side effects from her medications, dizziness, fatigue, and frequent urination were severely impacting her quality of life. After reading about the cardiovascular benefits of beets, she started adding them to her daily smoothie. Within just 3 weeks, her blood pressure readings had dropped significantly. After 2 months, her doctor was able to reduce one of her medications. Within 6 months, she was down to just 1 medication at a lower dose. My energy came back, the dizziness stopped, and for the first time in decades, my doctor said my cardiovascular age was improving rather than declining, Loretta shared. Here's the simple solution you can implement today. Incorporate 1/3 cup of beets or sweet potatoes into your daily diet. For beets, roast them with a little olive oil for a delicious side dish. Grate them raw into salads or blend them into smoothies with berries to mask the earthy flavor. Sweet potatoes can be baked, mashed, or even added to breakfast dishes. For maximum circulatory benefits, consume these root vegetables consistently. The nitric oxide effect builds over time with regular consumption. Don't wait for a cardiovascular crisis to take action. Your blood vessels need this support right now to prevent the damage that could lead to a life-threatening event. How many more days will you go without this crucial protection for your heart? Vegetable 6. Allium vegetables, garlic, onions. Could your immune system be operating at half strength simply because you're missing this powerful vegetable family? As you age, your immunity naturally weakens, but what if a common kitchen vegetable could reverse this decline almost immediately? Immunologists at the University of Florida have discovered that compounds in allium vegetables can boost natural killer cell activity by up to 58%. Dr. Thomas Anderson, who specializes in geriatric immunology, reports, when we tested immune response in adults over 65, those with regular consumption of allium vegetables showed immune function comparable to people decades younger. The sulfur compounds in these foods specifically enhance natural killer cells, your body's first line of defense against viruses, bacteria, and even cancer cells. Consider Randall, a 74-year-old retired school principal from Illinois who caught every cold and flu that came his way. Each infection would linger for weeks, leaving him weakened and vulnerable to the next illness. His frequent respiratory infections had led to 2 hospitalizations for pneumonia within a single year. His doctor warned that his next infection could be life-threatening. Desperate for a solution, Randall's son, a nutritional biochemist, suggested adding garlic and onions to every meal. Though skeptical, Randall diligently followed this advice. When cold season arrived, something unprecedented happened. He didn't get sick while everyone around him did. For the first time in over a decade, he went an entire winter without a single infection. His next immune panel showed significant improvements, with his doctor asking what medications he had been taking. "Just garlic and onions," he replied. "The solution is straightforward but potentially life-saving. Include at least 1 clove of garlic or 1 to 4 cups of onions in your daily cooking. For maximum benefit, crush or chop garlic and let it sit for 10 minutes before cooking. This activates the immune-boosting allicin compound. If you're concerned about breath, roasted garlic has a milder flavor but retains most benefits. Other members of this family, including leeks, shallots, and chives, provide similar benefits in larger quantities. Don't think of these as optional flavor enhancers. They are potent immune medicines that your aging body requires daily. The next infection you prevent could be the one that might have led to serious complications. Isn't your health worth this simple addition to your meals? Vegetable 7. Sea vegetables, seaweed, kelp. Is your thyroid functioning at only a fraction of its capacity, draining your energy daily? Most Americans are missing a crucial nutrient found almost exclusively in one food group, a deficiency that could be causing your unexplained fatigue, weight issues, and brain fog. Endocrinologists at Harvard found that iodine and mineral deficiencies affect over 60% of seniors, leading to fatigue, weight issues, and cognitive problems. Dr. Rachel Montgomery, thyroid specialist, warns, "The thyroid gland requires adequate iodine to produce hormones that regulate everything from metabolism to brain function. Our research shows that subclinical thyroid dysfunction affects up to 68% of individuals over 65, with many cases traceable to simple iodine deficiency. See, vegetables are nature's richest source of this critical nutrient. Take Dolores, a 71-year-old retired legal secretary from Washington. Despite adequate sleep and a seemingly healthy lifestyle, she battled constant exhaustion, unexplained weight gain, and a mental fogginess that made her fear dementia was setting in. After multiple doctor visits with no answers, she consulted a nutritionist who tested her iodine levels, finding them severely deficient. The nutritionist recommended adding seaweed to her daily diet. Though initially reluctant, seaweed wasn't part of her cultural food traditions. She began sprinkling seaweed flakes on her soups and salads. Within just 3 weeks, she noticed her energy beginning to return. After 2 months, her brain fog had lifted substantially, and she found it easier to maintain a healthy weight. "It was like someone gradually turned the lights back on," she explained. "I hadn't realized how dim my life had become until I started feeling like myself again." Here's what you need to do today. Incorporate just 1 tablespoon of seaweed flakes daily by sprinkling them on salads, soups, rice dishes, or even popcorn. They add a pleasant, savory flavor while delivering a concentrated dose of iodine and rare trace minerals that are nearly impossible to get from other food sources. For those who dislike the taste, kelp tablets are available, though the whole food form provides additional beneficial compounds. Don't dismiss this crucial addition thinking it's optional or exotic. It provides nutrients your body desperately needs that are missing from conventional American diets. How much longer will you allow your thyroid to function at suboptimal levels when the solution is this simple? These 7 vegetables, leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, colorful bell peppers, purple vegetables, root vegetables, allium vegetables, and sea vegetables, form a powerful daily protocol that can transform your health and longevity. The science is clear. Incorporating these foods daily can enhance brain function, strengthen your immune system, protect your heart, regulate your hormones, and potentially add decades of healthy, independent living to your life. The key is consistency. These aren't occasional superfoods, but daily medicines that your body needs to repair, regenerate, and thrive. Remember Howard, who reversed his health decline and is now healthier at 83 than he was at 70. These same foods can potentially do the same for you, but only if you start today. If you found this information valuable, hit the like button right now and comment below, sharing which of these 7 vegetables you already eat regularly. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to receive more life-saving nutrition secrets that mainstream medicine isn't telling you. Share this video with someone you care about who wants to live a longer, healthier life. You might just give them the gift of extra years of vibrant living.